once it's starting, I'll continue. So yeah, from coding agents perspective, I have got Mohammed Faz, who has very nicely taken the request of coming for this session. So he has joined us all the way from India. Thanks a lot, Faz. So yeah, that's about the session, and I will, of course, ask Faz to talk more about this session. But we can move to the next slide. So I'm not sure how many of you have joined from Australia, but I run the chapter for Adelaide. But like from Australia perspective, we are much more looking at the whole UiPath community Australia. So we have got a UiPath WhatsApp group. If you are not part of it, feel free to join. So we have got the QR code here. So we'll be happy to have you in this particular group. As I'm part of the chapter Adelaide, if you have not been part of this chapter, please join this, because whenever we have got any sessions that are hosted in this chapter, you would get notifications. And usually for Australia, when we host any sessions, we co-host in Melbourne, Brisbane, Perth, and Sydney as well. So you can join any of the chapters which are local for you. But if you join any of them, we ensure that it's part of all the regions in Australia. So that's about this community. But I definitely encourage you to join these meetup groups, because there is a lot of discussion that happens. We share ideas, and of course, if you have any questions that you have within the UiPath space, these can be really helpful for you, specifically because if you are looking at any pain points, anything, challenges that you want to discuss from your customer, or anything that you're trying internally, this would be a great place for you to share your questions and get responses quickly from some of the experts. So that's about the community, and I'll pass on to Fez to now drive the session. Fez, yeah.
Yeah, this is fine. So, hey everyone. Yeah, thank you so much, Saloni. And yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Those who are joining from US and those are joining from India. It is too early for the Indians and too late for the US and Europe's, right? As this session is for the Australia, so it is good times to deliver. And uh, like Saloni said, I'm just going to speak about this one of the hottest topic. Currently, we have the UiPath for coding agent, and in general coding agent, we have so many coding agents available in the markets, right? So my name is Mohammad Faz Khan, and you can call me Faz, and I'm the lead architect and automation COE with the Silicon Partners. I'm the UiPath MVP, 2x UiPath MVP, 4x UiPath Global Hackathon Champion. I'm a UiPath certified and AWS certified YouTube content writer and content writer on mediums. So you feel free to scan any of these QR code. That is my LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, and GitHub. So GitHub is especially where I'm sharing all the pre-built templates and code on my GitHub page, and you can follow me on Instagram. You can follow my YouTube, right? So this is all about myself. And this is the agenda of today's session, what we are going to cover. Like, so starting from introductions to the UiPath CLI, and then we'll move to the CLI installations and UiPath for coding agent configurations. And we will try to use the Claude today, but it is not limited to Claudes. We have so many agents available within the UiPath ecosystems, because in the UiPath agent skill sections, you will find all the details about each and every agents what you can build, because you have built all the agent skills and well documented over there. So in today's sessions, we are just going to cover the Claude. And like I said, you can bring your own subscriptions for Codex, for Anti-Gravity, for Autopilots, many others available coding agent within the UiPath ecosystems. So these four we will cover in details, because the agenda of this session is the Claude and coding agent, right? And we will just highlight, you can also utilize the UiPath TypeScript SDK, and you can build your coded apps instead of just RPM. You can build your coded apps with the help of UiPath CLI and UiPath TypeScript SDK. And yeah, we will move into the live demo, and we will open the window for Q&A sessions if you have any questions. And in the meantime, you can also drop your queries in the chat, so we'll try to address at the end of these sessions. So I'm sure like many of you already uh, say this quotes by one of the uh, most known AI research and AI scientist. So the first quote, it was, I'm sure it was introduced and back in 2022 and 2023, that is the hottest new programming language is English. And the same quote under you can see here, a new kind of coding that is calling as a vibe coding. These two famous quote was written of one of the most known AI research scientists. If you know like who is this, what I'm talking about, you can drop his name in the chat so that I would love to know like how many of you already aware about these two famous quote, right? It's the hottest new programming language is English. That is especially for the prompt engineering, the first quote. And the second quote is for the vibe coding and the coding agent. We are going to cover it today. So I will take a pause here. You feel free to drop your name in the chats, and then I will expose his name here in this slide. Just taking a 1 minute pause or the 30-second pause here. Okay, so in order to ease your job, let me show his faces. Now you can recall his name and you can put into the chat. But yeah, not to worry. If you are not familiar with his face, let me share his name. That is Andrej Karpathy. No, I'm sure like you are aware about, and many of you already have heard this word. That is the hottest new programming language. This is especially for the prompt engineering because now everything is prompt. We are interacting with the LLM models, right? So we can write the prompt in our favorite languages, can be Hindi, English, any languages, in your natural languages as well. So these two famous code was written by the Andrej Karpathy. So we will start with the CLI because we already have the UiPath orchestrator UI. So why it's required the CLI? So in the layman term, in the simple terms, it is especially introduced for the coding agent. As a human, you have the UI. You can interact with the orchestrator UI. You already have interacting in your day-to-day work, right? You are interacting with the UiPath orchestrator UI, do all the job. I mean, onboarding the user, assigning role, creating folder, and creating assets, buckets, and creating machines, connecting your machine with the UiPath assistants, right? These are so many things you can perform with the help of UiPath Orchestrator UI. But now UiPath has introduced the UiPath CLI, that is command line interface. You can interact with the UiPath ecosystem with the help of CLI. And this, like I said, it is especially introduced for the human as well as the agent. It is not limited to the agent. You also can interact with the UiPath ecosystem with the help of UiPath CLI, right? And it is designed for the agent so that agent can have all the capabilities like us, like we are the developer, like we are interacting with the UiPath ecosystem. Same way, agent can also interact with the UiPath ecosystem with the help of command line interface. So it is not limited just creating a code. It is performing the entire end-to-end cycle. I mean, it can build the solution, it can manage, we can operate it, we can deploy into the orchestrator with the help of coding agent. So when I move to the UiPath Studio or the your favorite, any of your favorite IDE, that is integrated development environment, or your VS Code or any of the code editor you are using. So I will showcase starting from the UiPath Studio first so that I can show you like how you can install and how you can fulfill all the prerequisites first. Then I move to build something interesting alongside with you guys. Like I'm currently building something in the backend which is already performing by the Claude agent. But yeah, I will start from scratch to build one solutions so that you can also leverage the same things with your favorite coding agent, with your favorite IDE, right? So like I said, it can have the entire cycle with the help of coding agent. You can perform all the cycle like build, manage, and operate. So there are some prerequisites not in order to interact with the UiPath ecosystem. First thing, you have to install Node.js because it will run on top of the Node.js platform. So you have to install it from UiPath Node.js official website. Download it, the later version, 18 or later version. You have to install it on your machines, and it is not limited with the Windows. So if you have Mac OS and Linux, so it can interact with those ecosystems. So you just install the Node.js, and we have some command at the right side. You will see you can pass this command in npm install -g space @ UiPath /CLI. So you have to pass these commands in order to install the UiPath CLI in your ecosystems, and you can verify the version with the help of this no dash dash version, no npm dash dash version, and this is the command you can see here, that is npm install fnt at the rate UiPath / CLI. So these are the prerequisites, and one more prerequisites here, that is UiPath studio version, which you have to install. That is the STS. I will walk you through. You have to install the specific UiPath version in order to have this terminal window in your UiPath studio client. So these are the command. When you install the UiPath CLI, you can just pass UIP dash dash help. It will bring all the available commands currently. And you can also upgrade your UIP commands. So here we have this options, that is first you have to install the UiPath Studio, that is STS version, short-term support, and then you have to install the Node.js from official website. Then you can comes to your VS Code or UiPath Studio terminal sections. Then you have to pass this command, that is UIP skills installed. It will bring all the available agents. At the right side, these are the few. It is not limited. We have around 8 to 10 agents supported by UiPath ecosystem currently. So starting from the Claude, this is the very most popular and favorite for everyone's, right? Then we have Codex, that is from OpenAI. And apart from these two favorite one, we have the Cursor, GitHub Copilot, Gemini CLI, Open Code, FinSurf, Anti-Gravity, and UiPath Autopilot as well. So we have 8 to 10 available coding agents supported within the UiPath CLI ecosystem. So at the left hand side, you will see you have to pass this command. It will list on all the available agent. Select your agent, just passing the space bar and just hit enter. It will automatically install. But for UiPath Claude, we have a specific command in order to install it. I guess you can say it is you have to install with the plugins. And for Codex and rest of the agent, just you can pass the command UIP skills installed your agent's name. It will automatically install the agent. And then you can launch your agent just passing the command Claude or Codex. It will automatically launch the agent. And once it is start launching the agent, it will also ask you to sign up or sign in with your available licenses, available subscriptions of your Claude or Coding, right? So make sure if you have the subscriptions, you have to sign in first or sign up first. Then it will interact with the with your current, or you can bring your own subscriptions. So here are the screenshot what I have taken from the UiPath Studio. This is for the OpenAI Codex, but in today's example, we are going to use the UiPath Claude in order to interact. I do have the subscriptions, but I'm going to use it here, but you can bring your own. So like I said, I will try to just highlight the UiPath capabilities in the CLI and the TypeScript SDK. So if you want to build something interesting with the help of Claude, or if you have the expertise, right, you can create with from scratch by yourself instead of any coding agent. So both the options are available. Depends upon your expertise. So you have these are the available services, that master process, keys, tasks. So with the help of this TypeScript SDK, we can perform all these. Like, I mean, we can create the assets, queues, buckets, and everything. So we can create with the help of this TypeScript SDK. And the authentication and period tokens is required in order to interact. So you can create with the help of external application, or maybe go to the settings sections to create your PAT token from there. So yeah, these are the capabilities. You can build your coded apps. Earlier, you can build your JS app, you can build your RP apps. Now you have these coded apps. You can build the coded apps with the help of TypeScript SDK. You can deploy into the UiPath ecosystems, and you can publish the URL, share anyone in your organization. They can authenticate it if they are already part of these tenants or organizations, and they can start utilizing the real web application instead of just few components. You can bring the JavaScript capabilities, HTML, CSS, all together into this TypeScript SDK, right? So you can build your applications within the UiPath ecosystem and deploy into the UiPath ecosystem as well. So like I said, you can build the application, then you can log in, you can build, create a package, then you can pack it, you can publish it, and you can deploy and go live it. The URL will look like this: your organization, UiPath, host, and your app's name. So yeah, now it's time to move into the quick demo, because building the solution with the help of coding agent will require some time. That is the reason we have published this session for 1.5 hours, because building the solution, interacting with the coding agent, providing some document and creating a real solution would take some time. So we will try to start with parallel. I mean, starting with the UiPath Studio first, because coding agent will take time. So it will start parallel. Then we will start with the VS Code, so that once the UiPath Studio is working on it, so we can also interact with the VS Code in order to build something interesting. So let me, yeah. So first thing, you are required to log into your UiPath orchestrator, right? Once you are logged in, you can come to the home page first, or maybe landing page of this orchestrator. So if you are new to UiPath ecosystems, you can just pass the URL that is called cloud.uipath.com. It will open the page. If you are the new user, just sign up, provide your email ID, credentials, some other information, the region, the organization's name. It will create the page and it will land you on this page. Once you are here, you have to come to this sections, that is your support, then go to the download sections. And on the left hand side, you will see all the available flavor of the UiPath Studio. And this will bundle. I mean, this is not as only this UiPath Studio, it comes with the assistant and robots. So this is the long-term support version. The terminal is currently available for the short term. So you have to come here, download your favorite version from here. Just click on download. If you want to read the release note first, you can click on it and just click on download. You have to download it first. This is a prerequisite. You have to install your STS version. Once you are done, then you have to come to this page that is called Node.js. Go to nodejs.org, or maybe Google Node.js, download Node.js, comes to this page, install the Node.js version, depends upon your machine where you are going to install. For your Windows, just go to the download and click get JS. Is it for your Windows? So you can scroll down and install the installer. So click on this Windows installer. It will download locally. Then you are required. If you are the admin, you can install it. If you don't have the admin, you are required the admin privilege in order to install this Node.js. Once you are done, I mean, first you have to install the USTS version. Second, you have to install the Node.js. Both are done. You have to restart your machine. Come back here again. Yeah. So another version is running. Let me open the new one here. So you can choose your process. So while it is installing, it will take some time. Let's go back to the. So I'm currently using my staging environment. For you, don't be confused. For you, it should be cloud.uipath.com, and you have to log in first. And you can come to this landing page and then go to this your UiPath Studio web and go to your local. So we are all set here in UiPath Studio. Let me go back here, open this UiPath agent skill. So I will share this link maybe uh, after the sessions, or maybe you can just go to the Google and type UiPath agent skill. It will come here and you can open this GitHub page and scroll down to see. So this is the documentations for UiPath skills. So first thing, here we have the quick prerequisites in order to interact with the system. So you have to pass this command in order to install the UiPath CLI. But before this, you have to install this Node.js. So we already have installed the Node.js. We already have installed the UiPath Studio. Now we have to install this command, pass this command, that is npm-g install. So before passing this command, let's validate whether the Node.js is installed on my machines or not. So while the second process is running, let me continue because I will also showcase this, the complex one, because it would take around 30 minutes or 45 minutes. So in order to respect all your time, so I'm just running this command separately and now in the separate sessions here. So you will notice here that we have this terminal panel. So it would take times to launch your terminal here. So uh, it is my on my OneDrive. So let me change the path from here to different. So let me copy this local path because it could take some time to interact with the OneDrive. Let me change the path. Same way what you are doing in the command prompt, now you can interact. Same, you can pass the same command cd, that is called directory, and I will pass this path here. And we can pass this CLI. Yeah. So we are here under this folder, that is UiPath, UiPath terminal, CLI, and document folder. And like you have seen, so we have created this project from scratch. We don't have anything here. All are blank. Nothing is here. So now, first thing, you have to install. We already have installed the Node.js and UiPath Studio. Now, use this command. Copy this command. Come back to UiPath Studio. And before passing this command, you have to validate whether the Node.js is properly installed on your machine or not. Just pass this command node. Sorry. So we currently have this 24.19. So if you want, if you are going to install it now, because I have installed it 2-3 months back, but if you're going to install it not, so you maybe find the some latest version available on the website. I'm not sure what is the current version. This is the current version, I mean. So you can see you have to install this LTS version. It is also clearly mentioned in the documentations, Node.js LTS long-term support. And you can choose your version from here as well. So I'm currently using the latest version, that is 24.19. So you can pass this command, that is node dash dash. We can also check the npm version as well. So we have 11.17.0. So now we will also check the UIP version. I already have installed on a machine, but I will show you how you can pass this command. But before passing this command, let's validate the current version, UIP. That is for the CLI, right? UIP dash dash version. So I'm just currently using 1.198.0. So in order to get the latest update, we can update the command, or maybe we can pass this command. That is npmg. I already have copied. So let me pass it here npm-g. So it will take some time. If it is not installed, you are going to install it first time. So it would take some time to install this UiPath CLI on your machine. And as I already have installed on the machine, so it has changed one package in 3 seconds ago. And now I can check the version, just passing this command UIP dash dash version. So you can see earlier it was 1.9.98.0. Now we have 1.99.0. So now we have the latest version. So I will share all these command, and it is also clearly mentioned in the documentations. Feel free to go and check. So now I have installed this UiPath CLI on my machines. Now it's time to install the agent. So in order to install the agent, come back to the documentations again. You have to pass this command UIP skills install. So while it is running, so let me go back to the previous sessions. Okay, it would take some time. So let's explore the documentations. So we need to install these skills. Then we have this proper documentations. You can go and scroll. So went through these documentations, right? And these are the available skills. Then we have a skill catalog as well, the repositories here. So what are the available skills? When we install the skills, these skills will be available on my machines, right? UiPath RPA workflow, that is the ML and CS coded workflow. Create, build, run, and debug. Test UI automation, object repositories, integration services activity. Then we have UiPath Master Flow. This is all again, this is skill, and these are the descriptions. Master Flow, now Master Flow and the case management also have the coding agent capabilities. We can build the entire Master Flow and we can build entire case management with the help of UiPath for coding agents. Then we can also create the agent as well with the help of these skills, UiPath agent end-to-end, coded as Python, LangChain, LangGraph, Llama, OpenAI agents. UiPath Master BPML, that is again the agentic orchestration things. Master case management, and this is for coded apps we can build with the help of the CLI, API workflow, and human in the loops and UiPath XP. So you can scroll down to see all the available options are here. So, yeah, so all the skills installed, right? So let me pass this command like okay, so I do have this command with me that is called npm install. So like I said, I'm going to interact with this Claude. So in order to interact, you have to install the Claude agent in your terminal. So you can copy this command and paste it here. That is npm installed -g. Same way we have installed the UiPath CLI. And this is also available on the Claude website. Just go and Google it, Claude skills. It will Claude agent or agent skills. It will automatically bring this command. So you can pass this command that is npm installed -g @anthropy -ai /Claude. Just click enter. So directories. Okay, this is fine. This is the warning. So it has installed the Claude on my machines. In order to launch the Claude, you have seen the PPT. Just pass this command CLA Claude. So for me, it just launched this, but in for you, it is required to authenticate and you can bring your subscriptions. So for me, it is just populate the Claude skill here, Claude agent. But for you, it should populate like this. You have to pass this command. You can see Claude. It will open this screen and you can see here, Claude code can be used with your Claude subscription or built based on API. So once you pass this command that is Claude, I mean, first pass this command that is install. Once you are done, you have to pass this Claude in order to launch the Claude. Once you are done, it will have these options available. Claude account with subscriptions, Anthropic console account, third-party platform Amazon Bedrock, Microsoft Foundry, or Vertex. So for me, I have selected this Claude account with subscriptions. Once I hit this, it will automatically launch or open the page and I put my email ID over there and log in with my credentials. Once I'm done, it will automatically launch this agent here. And now I can perform whatever I want to do it in the natural language, or I can pass any documentations. I mean, if you have created any requirement document or in any PTT documents, in order to feed it to the any agents, for me it is Claude, but for you it can be Codex and other agents. You can feed your file, that is your requirement file or your PTT file. It will analyze the file and start interacting and start building the solutions. And also, while it is building, it will also populate something. It will take your permissions during the solution. You can see. So I just have completed one of the solution. I will walk you through the end what I have built. But yeah, so it will also take your permissions during the executions several times. Click yes to all. So it will take your permissions during the executions or during the building the solution from end to end. So it has just completed, but yeah. So now we have created this template from scratch. Now we have installed the skills, UiPath CLI, UiPath agents, right? UiPath for coding agent. Now it's time to build something in UiPath Studio. So like I said, it will take some time to, if you are building any complex solution. For this demo, I want to build uh, something which can take hardly 10 to 15 minutes so that you can relate and you can, it is not limited to, but you can build anything, right? Like we currently have the RE framework templates, and this is especially designed for all. This is the generic template. But if you feel like you want to build and you want to create your own RE framework template, your IXP template, your DU template, just pass the command. And you can also pass the reference, like we have so and so template available in the UiPath ecosystem as well, that is RE or DU, or in combination of DU and RE, you want to build something for the IXP, you can pass the command. And rest of the things will be taken care by the Claude or your coding agents, right? So now I'm just going to build one flow. This flow will send the emails to any users. So I'm just passing the command in a natural language and not following any grammatical mistake, just passing the command. It is build solutions to send email, right? But this is the simple prompt, simple language, simple natural language you are passing. But if you have detailed documentations, like I said, requirement document, your PDD document, there you have some images, your descriptions, and some flow charts. So you can pass your documentations. It will take some time to analyze the document, then start building the solution, depends upon your requirement document and PDD, what you have written over there. But now I'm just passing this simple prompt, build solutions to send email. Let me just click enter. And one more thing before passing this command or this your natural language prompt, you can also check what version you are currently using. I mean, what LLM model or the available models Claude is utilizing. We have Fables, we have Opus. If you want to switch from Opus to Fable, feel free to go, because Fable will take more tokens, right? So you can downgrade or you can shift from Fables to Opus. So just past what model I'm currently utilizing, it will bring. This is the model you are currently using. So once you are selected the right model, then you can proceed. Do you want to proceed? There we have three options: yes, no, and yes, and don't ask again for this, right? So let me select the second, because it will ask so many times, take your permissions to build solutions. Now again, it is asking for this permissions. We select the second. And while it is working, let me go back to the previous solutions and let me pass this command. Current. So once I hit this command or prompt, it will let you know what model you have currently selected in your Claude. So currently I have selected the Claude Opus 5, 1 million context, right? And what it has built so far. So let me showcase. Yeah. So while the second window, it is working on it, building some solution around the sending email. Let me go back. It was the complex one. What document I have used, what exactly it has built. So let me bring all this information here. So like I said, you can pass your requirement of PTT document. So I have created this document that is called UiPath code review template requirement. So I have created this document to feed the Claude to build the solutions. So it's taking your permissions in order to build this solution to send an email. Write up main.xml. All this is recommended. Package as a solution UiPath, both new standalone email project. So let me select the first one. Just click enter. Keep Outlook desktop. Yes, we have other options as well. Switch to SMTP, switch to Microsoft 365. Depends upon your choice. Select first and submit my answer. So it will start building, and during this solution building, it will take your permissions, acknowledge you what is exactly it is going to do, right? So let's go back to the previous documentations. Yeah. So this is the document that is requirement document what I have created to create solutions which can review your code. So this is the title UiPath project code review, agent, buildable, reusable components. So these are the ID. How to use this? This specifically is written to be consumed directly by an AI coding agent. Read it end-to-end workflow, writing and code where requirement must is mandatory, should is strongly preferred, may as an optionals, right? Scrolling down to see what we have. Build a reusable self-contained code review template that can be dropped into any UiPath project folder and invoked to review every reviewable files in that folder. The template must work across the mix. So this is the document what I have created with the help of agent, and I have feed these agents to the Claude in order to build something interesting, right? So I have left phase one, phase two was completed. It is asking to complete the phase three. That is phase three, add the C sharp and Python parser and the 19 rules in this fixture for them. Bat.css Python requirement is already in the place. When I pass this command, as you can see, it is auto populating. That is start phase three because it is still not completed. So let me select this and just click on tab. Hit enter. It will start it from here. So it will start building the phase three. It is building the solution in a phase wise, right? So you can see what it has built in the phase one, phase two, and phase three. Now let's go back to our solution. It is asking permissions. Do you want to proceed? Yes. This command require approval. What it's going to do? It is going to create so and so file. Yes. Hit enter. So like I said, you can utilize the coding agent in your UiPath Studio, VS Code, or your favorite any coding editors. So while it is working, let's move to the VS Code in order to, because it is taking some time. So we can move to the VS Code as well in order to leverage the same coding agent in VS Code as well. So I have created this folder called Vibe Coding. This is empty folder. You can create this folder in your D drive, C drive, whatever device you feel. So you can create this folder first. And now you open your terminal. Open the terminal by just clicking on 3 and open this terminal, and or maybe expand this terminal box. So we have this PowerShell. So instead of PowerShell, I'm going to use the command prompt. So same things, you have to install the skill first. So go back and we can check these version and we can install this skill as it is already installed. But yeah, I will perform the same activity here. No dash dash version npm. Now UiPath. Now let's pass this command that is installing the UiPath CLI. It is already there. But yeah, this is fine. Pass this command again, UIP dash dash version. We have this latest version. Now we can install the Claude with this command, that is npm. We are doing the same things what I have already did in the UiPath Studio client. It's already there. Let me launch the Claude. I'm repeating again. So this is, I already have signed in with my Claude account. So that is the reason the coding is automatically launches here. But for you, it will prompt to log in with your Claude account. Now I can start building the solution from here as well. So I don't have anything here. If I want to build the complete project, let me ask the Claude to build the complete project. Just pass this command, build complete UiPath project to send an email. Rest of the thing will be taken care by Claude. Create the project folder, all the project structure it will create from here. So while it is doing, so I'm just switching. I'm sorry, but I'm switching from one screen to another. But yeah, you can, once the recording is available, you can feel free to take a pause and see what I'm exactly doing here. It is asking your permissions to do it. But in order to respect the time, we have 1.5 hours to cover the VS Code, you have a studio and the coded app as well. So you can see it has start building the solution, asking for permission. Same way we have, it is asking the permission here in the studio client as well. So this one take good time, right? So because we are building the solution from scratch, it will create the folder structure, all the supported files, the uh, project file, the entire project structure, because this was the empty one, but it will create the complete solution. And I've also opened the solution in the studio client as well to show you how completely it has built, right? So let me go back to the UiPath Studio client. So here we are building the send email. So here all the available package was there when I have selected the template. I mean, all the folder structure, entities, and this main file. But for the VS Code, I'm just going to create all these things from scratch. So that is the reason it is taking some time. And my third solution is also in the development phase. You can see it is still working on creating some Python parser in order to analyze your code, to perform this code review. So this is working on it. And this one again, it is working, taking the permissions. But not to worry, the recording will be available along with this PPT on the session page where you have registered for these sessions. The recording and this PPT will also be available on the same page. You can go and check it later as well. And if you want, you can drop in the chat if you want this document along with some commands. So I can also share this document in order to build this project, that is code review project. I can share this PDF file with you guys so that you can also build the solutions with the help of any coding agent along with this command, right? Commands and all the document we have used here, that is your UiPath official documentations. I will share all this link along with the documentations here. And this coding agent not only build the solution, it will also perform testing with some standard data or any raw data. Once everything is done, then it will let you know. You can also validate whether all these things are working or not. And this will also follow all the best practices. This means like annotations, log messages, activity naming conventions, activity orders, right? Try catch, all the exception handlings. And this will not only build the solution. Once everything is ready, you can ask to review the code and ask to deploy the code into the UiPath orchestrator with the help of this coding agent. And you can notice here, there we have some tips. Use the forward button to ask a quick side questions without interrupting Claude current ones. This is working on building the solution. If you have any questions to ask with Claude or Codex, just type the backward button and start asking the questions. If you are having some confusion, what exactly it is doing and what exactly it is building, you can come here, type this for backward slash button and start asking the questions with Claude or Codex. So now remaining build. To run it, I did not execute the workflow. It sent a real email through your Outlook profile. So that is your call. UIP RPA RAM. So this command it will pass to run this execution. Require a confirm Outlook desktop profile on this machine. So let me just go to this sections, tab it, hit enter. And you can see how many token it is taking for this particular actions, right? 901 token and 1K tokens, right? So now it is going to run this flow, what it has built so far. So the run failed on the same fixtures. But look at the path. So it was failed, but it's trying to look into the problem, right? At the same time, it will also check why it is failing and it is trying to remediate and fixing the problem. It is going to run this command, that is bash command. Let me permit it. And the speed and the execution and the development depends upon the model you have selected, right? So I currently selected the Opus 5. If you have Fable, which is 5 times faster than the Opus, right? And you have enough units and enough times, right? You can choose, you can swap from Opus to Fables in order to expedite this solutions building, right? So it depends upon the models, what model you have selected, it would take some time. So while it is running, let's move back to the previous solutions. That is, yeah, so it is also almost completed. The last two part is going to be it. And let's move to the VS Code as well. What exactly he is doing here, which means channel would you like to, let's select the Outlook desktop. Same thing it is asking here again. Windows test case submit answer. And once everything's completed, you can ask the Fable or Opus model how many tokens it has consumed. Like the next question comes to in your mind, right? How many tokens it would consume to build the solutions? You can just ask this model itself. Performing this entire activity, how many token you have consumed? It will bring the token list like it has consumed so and so tokens. And you can also ask the continuous question, how I can reduce the token in order to pass the best prompt, the accurate prompt, just not one liner, because when we pass the one liner, all the it will also create their own prompt. I mean, summarize everything with one liners to the detailed prompt, then it will start creating the solution. So you can ask the follow-up questions like how many token you have consumed, how we can reduce the token cost, how we can reusable it. You can build agent memory or agent skill file so that in the next time when you are going to interact with your coding agent, you can ask your coding agent first, go to the agent skill or agent memory or agent MD file, then you can start interacting, you can passing your next prompt in order to build the next solutions or next workflow. So it will reduce your token cost and it will try to build the solution faster. So I'm sure it has completed running in case still fail. Okay, that's fine. Also note the brief landed in the scratch copy outlook. Okay, so I'm sure this is completed. Let me So earlier it has created the knowledge file only, that is agent.md and the project context.md. So now I have asked it to create the complete solution, I mean the working example file. So like I said, you need to pass the detailed prompts. So if you want to build complete end-to-end solutions, you have to pass it details. That is, you want to build XAML file, the working solutions, you have to pass the detailed prompt. And you can write this prompt with the help of Claude or Codex or maybe ChatGPT. Like you are building some things around, this is the simpler prompt or one-liner prompt. You can ask it to make it ready for the Codex or Claude. So it will create a detailed prompt so that you can pass it to this agent and it will automatically create the solution. So you can see here in the VS Code, it has started building solution, installing UiPath.mail.activities package, author send email, main dot, then global exception handler. So these are the things it is going to create. It is already have created these things, right? Main project.json and this UIP project and local folder. So three things are running parallelly. We are using the complex solution, which is almost completed. Then we have this send email, which is going to be completed. It's going to test. You can see it is on the UiPath assistant in order to test the send email capabilities. It is now validating the attachment path and now it is validating the verify blank recipients. Right, so all these are tested. So currently we don't have anything here in the main file. So once everything is done, so it should create a send email flow, and I'm sure it should include in the main sections by just clicking on it, invoking the send email workflow, and we can test it once it is completed. So now we can see it has created and performing some, I mean, deleting some user activities and use packages. So let me open this and email solution what I, okay, let's go back to the mail. Yeah, so it has made the changes in the main sections, like it started from this log messages, like this proper naming convention we can see here. So it is passing some message using the string dot format function, then invoking this pre-build template, build DI update prefer, which is not needed here. Let me remove it here. And then it has invoked this send email. So let's go back to the standard mode. So send email is standalone. So this is just validating with the help of try catch. You can see this is the try catch. Sorry, this is the if conditions, which is checking this space, like there we have some variables or argument has created here. This data manager, go to the argument. So we have this argument that is to subject, body, and attachment. It is trying to check whether it is having the values or empty. If it is empty, then throwing exceptions. Then validating this in subject. Then we have this try catch to send an email starting from log messages. And then we have if conditions to check is there any attachment or not. Then utilizing this send email. Here we have this packages installed, that is UiPath.mail, Excel, system testing, and UI activities. And during this executions creations, right, this solution building, it has sent one email I just received on my company's email ID. So it has utilized the UiPath Outlook installed on my machines and send one email in order to test this functionality. And here we have a few more activities. You can see the entire solution built with the help of UiPath coding agent, and we have used the Claude in order to build the solutions. And another solution which is still running, which is trying to complete, is a complex one. And like I already have walked you through the document we have created and feed this document this coding agent. And this one is also under the development. It is going to create these files. We will also use the solutions. So once it is done, so I will try to open in the UiPath Studio client. So while it is running, we have one more thing what I have said, that is called UiPath TypeScript SDK and UiPath coded apps, right? So in order to build the coded apps while it is running and building solution, we already have seen this solution which was completed just now, that is sending email. So if you have the email ID, we can send the email just passing these arguments under this data manager. So let me pass this email ID. That is just me. Save this, and I just want to set as a main and debug the solution. So this was entirely created by the Claude with one prompt, or maybe we have refined the prompt in order to create the real XAML file that is sent email. Compilation failed or was cancelled. Check the output panel. Okay. terminal. Okay, it is asking us for phase 4. Sure, it was not completed, so let me complete it first. So what it is saying, it has this workflow under the root folder or the step workflow that giving involved by something else where it is standard. So I check this folder. Check this one. Okay, so it has created under this folder. So actually, it was working on the different folder and I have created the file in different folder. So this project was already open here when we close this one. So we have in this document here, do this workflow. The same path you can see here. It is located under this D UiPath terminal and send email standalone. So this is here. empty WebAss CI terminal, and we have this XAML, and under this workflow, we have another XAML. So let me open this one. Yeah. So here we have, let me make this flow as a main flow in order to test it. But it is still working on the phase 4. That is the reason it is causing some issues. So we can do one thing. We copy this flow. Okay, this is fine. This is because of this packages. Let me install the package quickly. Yep. So it has completed. Successfully have sent the emails to my email ID. And the entire solution was built on top of the UiPath ecosystem with the help of UiPath for coding agent. And the another solution is still running. I will share the solutions with you. Yeah, this was also running. And let's move to this VS Code. It is also going to complete. So while it is completing, we have 7 minutes left. Let's try to complete the coded app also. So in order to create the coded app first, we need to open the new window for this VS Code. Let me select the folder first. Yep, so I have created this folder and now this folder path. So we have nothing here. Now go back to Studio Web. So in order to go to the Studio Web, just go to the product launcher, click on Studio Web. It will land you on this cloud workspace. Let me select the local folder because I just want to create a project here. And this folder path we can sync with the UI, the folder what I have created locally in my machines. So let me create a new app that is coded apps. So currently we have two apps what UiPath is supporting, that is RP apps, and now we have coded apps. Select the coded app. It is asking us to provide, or it is asking us to select the folder where you want to locate or you want to store this app. Select this folder. Allow. It would take few seconds. If it is taking longer time, go back again, go to the local space, select app. Sometimes because I'm using the staging environment, this might be the reason. Select. So if it is taking longer than expected, just refresh your browser. Come again on this local workspace, select your app. Now here we go. So it has created and sync with my local folder, and you can see your coded app is ready. Your coded app is ready, developing the local solution folder under the app store. Keep your dist list of files and other resources, and you are ready for this solution, right? So we have created a solution in the UiPath cloud. Now we have this folder. This is coded app. You can see this folder has created here. Now go to the VS Code and open your terminal window. Use the command prompt, and we already have installed the UiPath CLI. Now we have to install this coded So go to this documentation, or maybe you can Google UiPath TypeScript SDK or UiPath coded apps. It will land you on this GitHub page, or maybe give you the list of the pages available. You can select this UiPath GitHub. Once you are here, you can follow this documentation in order to create the fully working coded apps. These are the prerequisites you already have installed. You already have installed the CLI, but in order to update, you just copy and paste it here again. If you want to store the coded apps, just pass this command UIP. UIP is the part of the CLI command. Just copy it, go to your VS Code, paste it here. Successfully installed. Now we can call the coding agent here again. It is asking, yes, I trust this folder. Just select and enter. It will open the coding agent. Now I can start building a solution. Like if you want to build your data entry form. This is a simple prompt. It will start interacting with the available skills for these coded apps, and it will start building a solution. And currently we have these 4 local app resources, these 4. Once it's completed, it will add more file here, and this file and this folder is synced with our cloud platform, that is this. So we can come here and we can refresh it. So once we refresh, it will automatically list all the newly updated code repositories. I mean the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Right? So it is working here, asking your permissions. Just select yes. You can see it start building the solutions. First, it has added the Claude, right? And start adding these. So let's refresh this. So yeah, so they'll start building a solution. I just pass the prompt, that is data entry form. It will start building the data entry form for me, and it will place here in this folder, and this folder is synced with UiPath Cloud. And once everything is done, you can just come here to build, and you can publish from here, or maybe you can just click on this publish or deploy, right? And you can check your packages in this manage sections. So yeah, this is it for today's session. We are on time. I'm just going to stop sharing here if you have any questions for me.
So Faz, there are a couple of questions, not too many. So let's just go through them. So there was the first question initially, what version of Studio Desktop needs to be installed for this?
So yeah, so you have to install the most latest version. So let me go back to the Studio versions. But we already have covered in the initial part of the prerequisites. You have to install the STS version in order to get the terminal window in your UiPath Studio. And version is recommended 25.10.16 is mine currently what I'm using, but you can go with 11, 12, 13, but the high 25.10.
Sorry, are you sharing your screen? I think I can't see.
So do you want me to share my screen again?
Oh no, I thought you were sharing. Okay.
No, just I'm letting it.
Another question was, I think when you were installing the package, somebody had checked that why we're installing it manually. Would it be not done on the go?
Which package? The UiPath CLI or the Node.js? What package you are talking?
This was asked by Pramod. Pramod, do you want to refer to your question?
Or maybe you can unmute yourself, Pramod, if you want to ask your
It's a
question.
mail package. It's a mail package.
Sorry, the mail package.
Yeah, mail package. Yeah, path dot
Yeah,
mail
yeah.
mail dot.
Actually, it was because of we have started the coding agent in different folder, and we have copied and pasted the solution which was built by the Claude into the different package, and that's the reason I go and manually install the mail package. But in the root folder where you are, Claude has created all this activity, it was automatically installed this package as well. No need to go and manually install this. All the things will be taken care by the Claude only. Your packages, your naming conventions, your activity, all these are taken care by the Claude only.
Uh, I have one more question on top of it. Like, if I have my libraries created and published to the orchestrator tenant folder.
Yeah.
So can I let's say I have created on top of email activities or Outlook 365 activities and I have published it to my tenant folder. So can I use the same thing, like, instead of direct mail activities, can I use my custom activities a part of Claude coding?
Yeah, so like I said, you go to the UiPath documentations, UiPath coding skills or agent skills. There you will see UiPath have all the capabilities. It can interact with your UiPath ecosystem, but in order to interact with your library, in order to interact with your solutions, you are required the access. So you have to create the external applications. You have to provide these scopes. Then you have to provide all the access to the Claude. Then it will be take care by the Claude only. I mean, you have the library and you can utilize the same library.
Fine.
And I think there was another last question. Any idea when this will be part of LTS?
We are not sure, but yeah, definitely me and Saloni will check with the UiPath product team when they are going to release, and when we upload this recording and this PPT, definitely you can reach out to Saloni and myself on LinkedIn. So I will share the detail when they are planning to release it for it. Yes.
And Jonathan asks, sorry, is this compatible with Studio Desktop 2025.10.16 LTS?
Uh, Let me check my current version. I haven't tested with this latest version because I'm currently using the STS ones. Yeah, maybe you can go to the release sections. I'm sure all the things are written very precisely over there. If you find like this terminal window is available on the LTS, but yeah, if you find difficulties, so we will check and we will let you know. You can drop me a text on the LinkedIn, so we will share our LinkedIn profile in the chat as well. So feel free to connect with me and Saloni anytime. So I will share this update, whether it is supporting with this 2025.10.16 as. So I'm just going to share my LinkedIn and Saloni will also share it with you guys.
So yeah, you've got our LinkedIn profiles, and feel free to drop us any questions. Also, as mentioned earlier, the recording of this session would be available on the Adelaide community chapter. I usually also post it on LinkedIn after we wrap up the session. So if you join me on LinkedIn, you should be able to get it from there as well. Any last minute questions before we wrap up for the day? Okay, seems like we're all good. Thank you so much, Faz, for joining today and sharing a great session. So hope to see you more in this chapter. And I have also asked people to share what they are looking forward to in our upcoming sessions, so we can just have a look and plan accordingly in terms of what everybody wants to learn. So thanks a lot, Faz, for running us through this one.
Yeah, thank you, Saloni, and thank you, everybody.
Thanks everyone for joining this one. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you,
yeah, thank
guys.
you,
Bye
everyone.
bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.